Hello and welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we have the Pirates again today, looking to bounce back from our loss yesterday when our offense could just do nothing. We're going to have Junay start this game, see if we can push his stamina out a little bit. Let's see, should be Ionetta's turn to catch. Marvin was in the game yesterday, so we'll put in Miyake. Miyake can stay there at second. Yeah, I think something like that looks okay. Alright. Take a look at Panpaca Park. Looks like another afternoon game. And you just saw me set the defensive line up, and the Junay is pitching. Look at the standings. The Braves holding a 2-game lead over the Marlins in the East. Their magic number is 8. We have clinched the Central. The Dodgers now with a 1-game lead over the Rockies. That gives them a magic number of 9. In the AL East, the Red Sox have already wrapped up that division, sitting at 95 wins. See if they're able to get to 100. In the AL Central, the Tigers and White Sox are now tied. And in the West, the Astros have a 6-game lead over the A's, giving them a magic number of 4. Back to this game, Chris Duffy starts the game off with a ground ball to second for the first out of the inning, and we'll bring Jack Wilson to the plate with 1 down. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch softly lined to short. Oh, actually hit a little harder than I thought, but Joey jumps up to make the play. Brings Brian Roberts to the plate, who looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to third. Chief picks it up, throws it over, and that will end the top of the first. Go to the bottom of the first inning. Pirates, looks like with the lineup we've seen them with this series, Ian Snell is going to pitch this game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Kester at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one foul. This pitch up and in. 1-2 the count. Grounds this one, and it does get through the right side of the infield. That one maybe should have been fielded at first, but he went to go cover the bag, and that was just too far for Brian Roberts to go. Turns into a leadoff single for Kester, though. Brings Miyake to the plate, and he has a 1-1 count. Looks at strike 2. Grounds this one to first. Nady does field this one, and the out at second is the only one they will get. So trade one speedy runner for another, but 1 down, and Chief will come to the plate. Chief did absolutely nothing yesterday. Neither did Terry or Frank. Just the whole middle of the order just was silent. Starts this game off with a base hit, though. Puts runners on first and second with 1 out for Terry to see if he can come through today. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one foul down the left field line. 0-2 the count. Another fouled away pitch. Will this one get down? It will not. Niger Morgan makes the play. Runners go back to their bases. Terry nearly cashed in, but Niger Morgan is very fast out there and left, can cover a lot of ground. That'll bring Frank to the plate, and he takes strike 1. Goes into center field. Is it shallow enough? It is. It gets down, and Miyake is in to score. Squirrels take the early 1-0 lead, which is nice to see after getting shut out yesterday. Brings Zach to the plate. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Fouls this pitch away, gives him an 0-2 count. This one hooks foul as well. This one also foul. Zach's making Snell work at least. Swings and misses, and that will end the inning, but the Squirrels do take the 1-0 lead. We go into the second. Xavier Nady is going to lead things off for the Pirates. Squirrels lead 1-0. First pitch, a curveball for a called strike. And that cutter too low. This one fouled away. 1-2 the count. Line drive into right center. There's the Pirates' first hit of the day as this rolls all the way to the wall. And Nady will stop at second. Leadoff double for the Pirates. Puts a runner into scoring position. We'll see how Janae responds to the pressure here. Matt Kemp takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Pops this one up. Janae's going to field it himself. 1 down. Casey Blake now at the plate. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. And he takes the ball. This one down and out. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss. Grounds this one foul. 2-2. Ground to third. Chief throws over to first. Gets the out. Nady has to stay at second. Brings Aviles to the plate. This being a computer-generated draft pick Aviles, not the one you're probably thinking of. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Janae gets out of a leadoff double to keep the Pirates scoreless. Squirrels lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Iannetta is going to lead things off. Looks at strike 1. There's a base hit up the middle for Iannetta. Leadoff single. That'll bring Joey to the plate. Not sure Joey's ever had a season where he hit over 300, and he's going to be comfortably over that this year. Though he grounds into a double play here. So promising the inning, now looking not so great. 2 outs, bases empty. Janae at the plate. He has not gotten a major league hit, and he won't here either as Casey Blake goes back to grab that one. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead as we go into the third. Niger Morgan is going to lead things off. I've written about it before. I'm not sure I've ever said it on here, but when Niger Morgan was in Indianapolis, I went to a game with my brother and my mom and watched him just have the smoothest looking triple I have ever seen as he strikes out swinging. Hit a ball down the right field line and he slid into third like it was a slip and slide. And it just took him no time to get around the bases. Probably the fastest player I've ever seen live. Snell comes through with a base hit to put a runner on first, 1 out. Chris Duffy, who ground out to second in his first at-bat. Grounds to first. Harry goes to short. Joey back to first, but not in time. 2 down, runner on first. Jack Wilson lined out to Joey, who actually had to make a bit of a good play out there, jump up and grab it. what I thought was going to be pretty routine off the bat. 2-0 the count. Grounds this one to third. It is fair. Chief throws over to first. Terry scoops it up, and that will end the top of the third. Still 1-0 Squirrels lead. Kester back up to the plate. Kester with a single in his first stab bat. Looks at strike one. Guess I should also tell my Ian Snell story. When he was in Indianapolis making a rehab start, he struck out, sounds like 12 batters in a row or something crazy like that, and nobody in the stadium realized it. It wasn't until I saw the Indians post something later, I think on Facebook, about it. And yeah, that was, I knew he was doing well. I didn't realize he was doing that well. Miyake strikes out swinging. 2 down. Chief at the plate. Got a hit in his first at bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This one is going to be well out of the park. 442-foot shot down the left field line for his 6th home run of the year. Off the top of my head, that might tie his career high for home runs. We just do not hit very many home runs. That's probably only about the 50th team home run this year. So 2-0 Squirrels. Terry at the plate drove in the first run of the game. Has a 2-0 count at the moment. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses. 2-2. There's going to be a base hit into center field. So runner back on base. There are still 2 outs. Frank at the plate had a hit in his first at bat. Looks at a ball. Two and 0. Make it 3-0. Snell just not interested in pitching to Frank here. Cruises that one down the middle though for a strike. Frank taking all the way. Then swings and misses for a full count. Terry will take off. Frank swings and misses, and Snell is out of the inning, but not before giving up another home run. So the Squirrels now leading 2-0 as we go into the 4th inning. Brian Roberts will lead things off for the Pirates. And he looks at strike one. Swings and misses, 0-2. Grounds this one back to Janae, who fields it and gets the out. 1 down. Nady hit a double in his last at bat, but Pirates were not able to follow that up. Looks at strike one. That ball up and in. 1-1. Grounds this one foul. 1-2. Janae already wiping his brow. We definitely got to. I did change his practice to stamina. Apparently hasn't taken much root yet. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Matt Kemp at the plate. Popped out in his first at bat. Pitch is too high. Oh, that's going to be a base hit for Kemp into center field. Casey Blake at the plate, ground out in his first at bat. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch called a strike. This is going to have to be the last inning for Janae. He's got good stuff, but we got to get him deeper in the games. 1-2 the count as he almost hits Blake, then gets him to swing and miss and gets out of the 4th inning. So still a 2-0 Squirrels lead as we go into the bottom of the 4th, and Zach will lead things off. Struck out in his first at-bat after fouling off several pitches. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Grounds this one right over the third base bag, but Blake is there to make the play and makes the throw for the first out. Iannetta singled into center his first at-bat. First pitch is inside. That pitch is down at the knees. 1-1. Fouled away to make it 1-2. Ground ball to second. Roberts will handle that. 2 down. Joey ground into a double play in his last at-bat. Looks at strike one. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Squirrels still leading 2-0 as we go into the 5th inning, and we're going to have to turn this game over, I think, to Hankins. We'll do a double switch and see if Whiteman can place him second. Gotta find Hankins here. There he is. All right, Aviles at the plate, struck out in his first at-bat. Puts this one to second. Whiteman picks it up, throws it over, no problem there. If you watched yesterday's game, you know we put Whiteman into second base at the end of the game yesterday, and he almost made a great play to save a hit up the middle. Got his glove on it, but couldn't reel it in, and Joey couldn't get the rebound as Nigel Morgan goes down 1-2. And that led to the big inning that let the Pirates win 3-0 yesterday with all 3 runs scored in the 9th inning. Nigel Morgan strikes out. Ian Snell comes to the plate. Already got a hit in this game in his previous at-bat. Grounds this one to short. Kester handles it. And we are halfway through the game. Squirrels leading 2-0, and Whiteman is going to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Whiteman, a couple games ago, nearly homered twice in a game. One of them went foul, the other went off the wall in center. 1-1 the count in this at-bat. That curveball out of the zone. Swing and a miss, makes it 2-2. Hits this one through the right side of the infield. Oh no, Brian Roberts makes a great diving play. Doesn't make a great throw, but Nady able to get the tag to get the first out. So some good Pirates defense there. Robs Whiteman. And Kester grounds out to Wilson over at short. Miyake 0 for 2 on the day. His average has come back to earth a bit after hitting close to 400 for most of the year. Say that a little bit about Quentin too, although his average remains pretty high, but not where it was, not like 428 or whatever it was. Miyake with a base hit up the middle. Puts a runner on first with 2 outs. Chief at the plate. He has singled and homered so far today. And this pitch gets away all the way to the backstop. Miyake could have probably thought about third, but stops at second. Chief swings and misses to make the count 1-1. Grounds this one to first. Nady grabs it, steps on the bag, and that will end the 5th inning. Squirrels still lead 2-0. Chris Duffy will lead things off for the Pirates. Duffy's ground out in both at-bats so far. Grounds this one back to Hankins, who fields it and throws to first. 1 down. Jack Wilson at the plate, 0 for 2 today. Swings and misses, strike 1. This one inside. Curveball in there for strike 2. Looks at strike 3. 2 down. Brian Roberts now at the plate. Has ground out in each of his at-bats. Looks at strike one. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. That one down and out. 1-2 the count. Roberts with the ball into left center. That's going to get down for a hit. He's going for second. Here comes the throw, not in time. A 2-out double for Brian Roberts. Not a crushed ball, but definitely a well-placed one. And it looks like we're already going to get a pinch hitter. Xavier Nady lifted for, I believe this is Ricky Gutierrez? Oh, Franklin Gutierrez. I've made that mistake before. We haven't played the Pirates since the first part of the year, so a little rusty. Anyway, Gutierrez is down 0-2 after fouling off that pitch. That pitch down and in, 1-2. And that's a hit. Here comes Roberts in for a run, and he's going to make it. So the Squirrels lead cut to 2-1 on an RBI hit from Franklin Gutierrez. Matt Kemp at the plate has already gotten a hit today. Looks at strike one. That's going to be another hit. And Gutierrez stays at second. So runners on first and second brings Casey Blake to the plate. And that pitch up and in. There's a called strike, 1-1. This one too far inside. Fouled that one away. 2-2 the count. Make it full count, 2 outs. Runners will take off. Blake swings and misses. Hankins doesn't get out of it unscathed, but gets out of it with a lead. Squirrels now leading 2-1 as they come up to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Terry will lead things off. And Gutierrez will come out of the game for Hampson. Snell winds and delivers. Strike one on the outside corner. Terry puts this into right field. Matt Kemp is waiting and makes the grab. One down. Frank at the plate. He's 1 for 2, singled and struck out. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one to second. Roberts takes care of it. 2 down. And that'll bring Zach to the plate. 0 for 2. Struck out and ground out so far today. And swings and misses at the first pitch. This one inside. Fouled away. 1-2 the count. Will this get over Roberts' head? It does. So Zach with his first hit of the day puts a runner on first with 2 outs for Ionetta, who has singled and ground out so far. Looks at ball one. Looks at a strike. Swings and misses to make it 1-2. Hits this one towards the middle, but Wilson able to glove this one, throw it over, and that will end the 6th inning. Squirrels still lead 2-1. Aviles is going to lead things off for the Pirates in the 7th inning. Aviles 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out so far today. Hits this one right to Terry at first, picks it up, steps on first, 1 down. Niger Morgan has struck out swinging in both of his at-bats so far today. Looks at ball one. Ooh. Favorable call. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And that slider didn't quite make it back. 2-2. This one hit to short. Kester makes a pretty good pickup. Throws it over for 2 outs in the inning. Ian Snell, 1 for 2 on the day. Apparently going to stay in and pitch in the bottom of the 7th. Takes a curveball inside. Swings and misses to make it 1-1. That pitch out of the zone. Grounds this one to third, but it gets foul. 2-2 the count. This is going to be fair to third. Chief picks up the slow roller, throws it over, and that gets us to the 7th inning stretch. Pittsburgh Pirates 1, Indianapolis Squirrels 2. Alright, and it is Hankins' spot at bat. So, sorry, still messing with the volume knob. Who do we want to send out there? Let's have Minnick. Or no, let's have Michalak come out to take an at bat. Minnick will get to catch tomorrow. He'll get some at bats then. Of course, I guess Michalak's also going to be in the game tomorrow, so it don't matter. First pitch is called a strike. So is the second pitch, 0-2. This is going to be down for a base hit into left field. There we go. So runner on base, Whiteman hit a ground ball up the middle, was a little bit robbed by a diving, or actually it's more to the right. Anyway, Brian Roberts made a very nice diving play to rob him of a hit in his last at-bat. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Make it 1-2 after looking at that one. This is also going to get into left field for a base hit. That's going to put runners on first and second with nobody out. Kester at the plate, showing bunt. And he gets the bunt down. This might be a base hit. It is. Kester beats out the throw to give us bases loaded with nobody out. Miyake at the plate, ready to try to break this game open as that pitch gets away. And here comes Michalak in to score. 3-1 Squirrels on a wild pitch. And 2 runners in scoring position. Still nobody out. Miyake has a 2-0 count. That one called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Chief at the plate now. Still 2 runners in scoring position. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. Untimely strikeout for Chief brings Terry to the plate. Snell finally starting to tire as he throws strike 1. Looks at strike 2. That pitch out of the zone. Terry lays off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Middle of our order again comes up small with a chance to really break the game open. Squirrels do score 1 though to make it 3-1 as we go into the 8th inning. And Duffy is going to lead things off. We'll go ahead and get Hermida out there to do his normal job. Oh, yeah. Forgot we already had Michalak in there. Let's let Michalak play second. That'll move Whiteman over to first, where he's actually rated to play. Alright, Duffy has ground out in all 3 at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1 here. Grounds this one to third. Chief grabs it, throws it over. 1 down. Jack Wilson, 0 for 3 on the day. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Grounds this one up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. So runner on first with 1 out for the Pirates, and they are going to pinch run. Wilson is speed 11, but Rivas is speed 12, so apparently that's enough for the Pirates to make the change. Brian Roberts takes strike 1. Pops this one foul, but it'll make the screen. 0-2 the count. Runner takes off. Roberts looks at strike 3. Iannetta not able to throw out Rivas. So runner in scoring position, but 2 outs. Hampson making his first at-bat of the game. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for 0-2. This one outside. Hampson doesn't go chasing it. Does swing and miss at this one, though, and that'll end the top of the 8th. Squirrels leading 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Frank will lead things off at the plate. The Pirates are going to go to their bullpen and find Graybo, and Blum is going to come in and play short. I was looking at the transactions the other day. Apparently Graybo had been spending a stretch in Indianapolis. Well, actually, no, not Indianapolis. Because of, us being a team. Wherever Pittsburgh would now have their AAA team. That just got called up for this series, and we have seen him a lot. Frank grounds to second. Brings Zach to the plate. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Takes strike 1. This one just off the plate. Hits this one into left field for another base hit. Puts him as 2 for 4 on the day. And brings Iannetta to the plate. 1 for 3 so far. Got a hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one. Another base hit into right. Puts runners on first and second with only 1 out. Michalak at the plate, got a hit in his first at-bat. Takes strike 1. Grounds this one to short. Blum goes to second, and that is the only out they will get. Runners on the corners now for Whiteman. He's 1 for 2 so far today. Takes strike 1. Runners on the corners. And Whiteman comes through with another base hit. 1 run in to score. And I think that was Michalak went on to third. So runner still on the corner. Squirrels now leading 4-1. Kester at the plate. Takes a strike. Grounds this one to first. Hampson takes care of it. Ends the 8th inning with the Squirrels now leading 4-1. Matt Kemp to lead things off in the 9th for the Pirates. We'll get Shibuya out here for what should be an easy save. Who made that last out? I guess that was Kester. There we go. Let's see if Michalak can play any short. All right, first pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Casey Blake is going to be lifted for Ryan Sweeney, who was starting earlier in the year. I think he had his spot taken by Matt Kemp. Fouls that pitch away. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shibuya makes quick work of him to bring Aviles to the plate, who is 0 for 3 today. Struck out in 2 groundouts. Takes a ball. That one in there for a strike. That one nowhere close. 2-1 the count. Grounds this one to second. Phil grabs it, throws it over, and that is your ball game. Good bounce back win from the Squirrels. Your final today, Pittsburgh Pirates 1, Indianapolis Squirrels 4. Take a look at a few highlights here. All right, and Frank, your player of the game for driving in the first run in the first. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we've got one more with the Pirates tomorrow. We'll see you then.